DFS Show with John Impemba and James Grande.
What is going on, FA Nation? John Impemba here with James Grande. Welcome into the Fantasy Alarm NBA DFS Playbook Preview Show. We are at the end of the first week of the NBA regular season. We are here Sunday night recording a preview for the Monday DraftKings main slate, which features 9 games starting at 7 p.m. Eastern time, running through the 9:30 p.m. hour. DraftKings again left off the 10 p.m. games. FanDuel is probably going to have them on there, so we'll have a showdown playbook for you guys if you want to take part in that 10 p.m. action. I think they've had some 2-game slates lately as well. You can get some extra play in there, but we're focusing on this DraftKings main slate. Grande, I understand that it's only been like a handful of games for some of these teams. It feels a lot longer. It feels like we've seen some just ridiculous performances. And, we've had some large slates, but this is the first time I feel like that we've had a like Jokic, Wemby, SGA, 4 big 10K plus guys, a bunch of guys in the 9K tier. A couple of these guys are on back-to-backs, but roster construction and where we go, I think, is going to be quite interesting given how some of these guys have started their season.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's been staggered. And plus, like, the Thunder outside of Saturday, they both had their first 2 games were like prime time 2-game slates. Yeah. And then Denver didn't play. They were like the last team to play on Friday, right? So they are just like working from behind as well. So, it's been, or Thursday. I don't know.
Yeah, they played Thursday.
Thursday, but they were right. But that was still their first game. And then Wemby's just doing amazing things every single night. This is their first back-to-back. They'll already played 4 games come after Monday's wrap up. So yeah, it's been a crazy start. I think to your point, an Underdog just tweeted this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's already been 11 40-point games this week. The week started the game started Tuesday. There's been 11 40-point games. Now they also tweet in that tweet, we had 7 in October last year. There are still multiple days of October left. So, it's just been a scoring aplenty. Defense has been optional here, and offense has been on the, served fresh, John. Yeah. So it's not going to stop, by the way, when Jokic, Wemby, Gilgeous-Alexander, Davis, Cunningham, Williamson, Şengün, Mitchell, those Tyrese Maxey has been on a heater. Like, all those players are on the slate. It ain't going to stop anytime soon.
This slate that we have here has a bunch of games over 230 for totals as well. Boston, New Orleans currently sitting at 233.5. Toronto, San Antonio, 232.5. Atlanta, Chicago, as of now that I'm seeing, is a slate high, 238.5 here. We'll obviously see Phoenix, Utah's 234.5. I don't currently have a line on OKC Dallas because we're waiting on the OKC lineup there, but some big game totals, some relatively close spreads too. Atlanta, Chicago's 1.5, 4 points. Toronto, San Antonio, 2.5 for New Orleans, Boston. I have more on that. We'll get when we get to that game. 1.5 for Utah and Phoenix, 2 teams that we expected to lose a lot of games. Sometimes that turns into a lot of points when they run up against each other here. So, let's get into it. Again, your top price overall guys are Jokic, Wemby, SGA, and AD, up over $10,000. But if we're looking at point guard specifically, SGA, now he's had the benefit of the Thunder playing double overtime in both of their games this season.
No,
two of the three. Sorry, 2 of the 3.
And then he didn't have to play the fourth quarter in the Hawks game.
Right, because they won by a blow because Atlanta ruled out half of their roster as well.
Yes.
But still, obviously some ridiculous numbers out of SGA. You can pretty much always play him. My phone's blowing up with things that Cooper Flagg is doing, so I'm assuming Dallas is making some moves right now in their game against Toronto. But
he dunked on an individual in Toronto.
Okay. Well, SGA is 10-5. Cade had a very good but grinding 28 or 25 and 8 against Boston on Sunday. Was complaining a lot about getting hacked and not getting called. That happens. $9,800 for him. Donovan Mitchell, the other side of that matchup. Maxi's been unreal at 93. I mentioned Trae Young. We'll see who's available for Atlanta, but obviously this is a matchup against Chicago. Close spread, high total, high pace at $9,200 here.
Yeah, it's a really good top tier. No objection ever to playing SGA. So don't really need to spend too much time there. If you want to play SGA, he's 10-5. Yeah, he's very good. He trifecta, MVP, scoring title, finals MVP. Yeah. You mentioned it. The Cleveland defense has not been as good as it was last year. I think that's obviously they're winning games. They just haven't been as good in general. No Strus,
Not locked
no
in
Garland.
Yet,
Yeah, no Strus, no Garland. And, that hurts their depth because those are two guys that play a lot. Now, Garland is like nearing a return. They said he's going to be back beginning of November. But yeah, if you want to play Donovan Mitchell, he has been on one scoring the basketball. We all were waiting for the Evan Mobley offensive outbreak. Donovan Mitchell has an 11% usage higher than him. It's just been the Donovan Mitchell show. Better ancillary stats from others. Sam Merrill has been awesome through 2 games. They got DeAndre Hunter back on Sunday. He was really good. So if you want to get to Donnie, that's great. We'll see Jalen Suggs in this game, I believe. Right? I believe he's off the injury report, and he was just not on. Yeah, he's off the injury report. I'm not sure I care with the way that Tyrese Maxey is scoring the basketball and the minutes that Tyrese Maxey is playing.
I was going to say, Jalen Suggs isn't playing 42 minutes, so there's going to be plenty of time on the floor where Tyrese Maxey is there without Jalen Suggs.
Is he going to even play? He's not even going to play half.
That's what I'm saying.
Probably.
Plus, we touch on this a lot too, right? We'll talk defensive matchups, and more often than not, it's almost a bit more overrated, especially early on in the season.
Yes.
Jaylen Brown scored 40 tonight with Asor Thompson defending him all game. We consider Asor Thompson to be one of the better wing defenders in the NBA. So who cares if Jalen Suggs is defending Tyrese Maxey at this point? They do a lot of screens. They do a lot of switches. They rub him off. Maxey's capable of getting to the rim. He's capable of shooting from 3. And as we've seen, him and Edgecombe are playing 40-plus minutes a night so far in regular time a lot. These aren't overtime games. These are just he is resting for 4 minutes, 5 minutes a night. And that's it. A shift. He's resting for a shift,
6. I mean, Nurse is obviously just you good? He's like, yep. Good. Okay.
We can't do it with JoJo, so he's got to do it with the 2 guards, No,
and it's working, right? So
same Maxey we saw last year. So you just keep playing.
And maybe maybe a little better too.
He's got a little help
because right. And also, we know that he's playing half this game without Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid played 15 of his 20 allotted minutes. Not to say that's his limit is eventually going to go up. He's Joe in that post-game interview Embiid gave. He was like, I've been pushing for it, but I trust the staff, right, to make the right decision, which good on him for understanding, maybe I shouldn't rush back from this, but they've already ruled out Embiid and Paul George for this game.
That's true. So, I forgot about that. Already out.
So and Barlow. So 3 of their regulars. Well, Barlow, I guess, regular for now. But I mean, dude, how do you not like Maxey? How do you not? We're gonna get to VJ, but no Embiid, dude. It's just lock and load Tyrese Maxey season. You were talking about how do we break down the top tier? How do we not like Tyrese Maxey?
Yeah.
How do we not want to play Tyrese Maxey with?
I'm gonna
with one of those guys.
Pull up the very early numbers here for Maxey without Embiid on the floor for this season. I know again we're only talking about a small sample size for this here. So let's see, 76ers off Embiid. Let's do this season. October. Let's see. Do we have?
Do we have data?
Yes, and do we even have the numbers? Here we go. Usage rate, Maxi's 33.7. Edgecombe is 31 without Embiid on the floor. So pretty good.
Pretty good. I mean, he has a 28% usage as a baseline.
Yeah.
So like you're getting that like baseline 28% usage is good enough, and now you're taking off a usage monster and Embiid. All systems go for Tyrese Maxey for sure.
Mentioned Trae Young here. Again, obviously a tough matchup against the Thunder. Still came out of it with 35 points and a double-double. Had 41 against Orlando, 32 against Toronto opening night, 22 and 25 actual points already out there. It obviously would be great if they were healthy. If you have Jalen Johnson and Kristaps Porzingis available to him, that'd be fantastic. But this matchup against Chicago, though, like very capable of having a Trae takeover game if they need him to.
Yes, never would put it past Trae to do some big things ever.
We got a point guard only Devin Booker here at $8,900 against Utah. Again, this feels like a free spot to get an under 9K book in a matchup against Utah.
Yep.
31 and 7 against Denver there in that 20-point loss. Played 37 minutes. Guess what? Doesn't seem to matter if they're going to get blown out or not. So
get ready to learn league leader in minutes, buddy.
Booker just on the floor. Giddey, Barnes, Derek White round out the 8K range.
Yeah, we'll see if Giddey plays in this game. He hurt his finger. He was still very good. And Johnny's doing what he did with the Bulls last year. Like, he's shooting the ball well. He's stuffing the stat sheet. Not like to the full extent, right? Because he was like dominant last year in that second half of the year. But he's been very good. If he plays, absolutely no issue getting to Giddey. Scotty, point guard, small forward. Okay, he's been fine. One really good game, one bad game. I don't know what the Mavericks are actually starting to pull away. Scotty's cooking. 27, 9, and 5 for Scotty Barnes. But they're getting, they're kind of not getting boat race.
So they were up bigger earlier now. It's what? Is it a
14-point game?
14-point game, okay.
14 points for the Mavs. So they're having a good game. And then Derek White. I mean, look, Derek White hasn't shot the ball well yet. Terrible shooting performances from Derek White. We are like nearing us Derek White 8 3-point made. I mean, he's just too good of a player to
40% instead of the 27% that he's been shooting from three. Yeah, you're locking in 3 more threes, and you're looking at 45 plus minutes.
Yeah, 40 plus every single night. You need the made shots, but this is a spot to do it. We know where Herb Jones is going to be going. Yep. We know Herb Jones is following Jalen.
Maybe
everywhere he goes. Yes, yes, that is your theory. I didn't mean to steal your theory away for the
Well, we can talk about it with Derek White. Is that I'm not 100% sure that Jaylen Brown plays in this game. Jaylen Brown obviously injured his hamstring during the preseason. They were taking a game by game, according to Joe Mazzulla, but they've had the fortunate schedule to have time off in between each game. This is their first back-to-back. It's road back-to-back. They played in Detroit on Saturday, or Sunday rather. Jaylen Brown played a bunch of minutes, scored a bunch of points, but now they got to travel and go and play New Orleans.
Yep.
I don't, obviously he was asked the question about Jaylen Brown, but they had him listed as questionable all game. Earlier in the day, they upgraded Derek White to active, and they upgraded Luka Garza to probable, and they left Jaylen Brown as a game time decision. And then he went through his pregame workout.
Right.
He was obviously fine, but they're 0-3. Wouldn't shock me if the first back-to-back of the year with the hamstring is the time they gave Jaylen Brown a rest. So we'll see what happens there. And if that happens, obviously Derek White becomes more appealing because he gets launched into the number 1 role here. But even then, I mean, it's 8K. You need the 40 for 5X. You probably realistically in tournaments need 54 6X, right? Something like that. 48 6X, I guess. from there. So 50 plus in tournaments. So Jamal Murray, Amin Thompson, Cam Thomas is here, who's been unbelievable. Stephon Castle and Emmanuel quickly in the 7K tier.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of good stuff in this tier. Jamal Murray, one of them. We commented going into the year, healthy.
Yep.
Jamal Murray, I don't know if you knew this, John. Very good when healthy. Like very good when healthy. Yeah, very good. Just hasn't had a lot of good health on his side. He looks really healthy. He has been super aggressive offensively. No reason to think that changes anytime soon. So love 7,500 for Jamal Murray. Amin Thompson's had a brutal start to the year. He was in massive foul trouble in this Detroit game and did literally nothing. Just absolutely nothing. He had 4 fouls in the first half. You just can't play basketball if you have 4 fouls in the first half. You're not doing anything else but fouling. So
he's going to benefit, I think, at least. And this could just be my perspective of the teams. Obviously, they're playing Brooklyn here, of not having to guard a physical player. Like he had to go SGA night 1. He had to go Cade Cunningham night 2. Right.
Cam Thomas is
he's
beefy.
But he's more of like a jump shooter, right? Like, like Cade was going to the rim a lot, and SGA we know draws draws fouls, right? So, I don't know. I feel like Amin may have an easier workload or easier time, I guess, specifically in this spot. Cam is a bucket, no doubt about
it. He has 73 points his last 2 games.
I just think it's a different kind of defense, but again, that's my perspective of the player. So.
Either way, he just hasn't been great.
He's also out of position, so that's not helping him, right? Making him play. We like Amin Thompson because he can facilitate. He's not a point guard. So
I'm telling, they're trading. Get ready to learn whoever they get a point guard from. Get ready to learn Tari Eason, buddy, because Tari Eason is on the way out.
Sure.
No offense. I know you're a Tari Eason fan, number one.
We both like Tari Eason.
No, I know. He's just not. I think the expiring contract, he's probably going to be dealt somewhere. Okay. Get ready to learn Brooklyn Nets, Tari Eason. Cam Thomas, 73, is definitely in one of those modes. I don't know if we go there against Houston, but like we know how good he can be. Stephon Castle, after that game number 1, like he's been solid. 10 to 12 shots is not exactly what you want at $7,100. The peripheral stats have been solid though.
Dylan Harper had a good game today.
Yeah, and that's other people cutting into his.
And Wemby is just doing too much.
He's doing work for 2. Like he's doing enough for 2 players. I mean, he had 9 stocks today.
Another highlight of Wemby today with 2 blocks on the defensive end, and then he did a pull-up like logo 3. Basically.
Yeah, to end that like right before the half. Yeah. He's a sick individual. Quickly has been pretty good. Another like game on Sunday, but that's kind of been the wrap. That's like most of the Raptors other than Scotty Barnes.
Sure.
A good tier. I think pretty handily led by Jamal Murray with how he's playing, especially if Minnesota is without Ant, which we'll talk about shortly.
Sure. 6K tier, Cooper Flags having a good day. He's 19, 4-4, but it's still too expensive for him at this point. Jordan Poole, 68. Peyton Pritchard was good on Sunday, but again, feels like he's expensive. But if there is no Jaylen Brown, obviously he bumps up a little bit.
Yep.
Daniels, Keontae George, someone you and I want to highlight here. Anthony Simons also rounds out that 6K tier. And again, another guy that could be elevated if there's no Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, I think to the Pritchard point, I don't think it's too expensive if we're getting.
He had 10 rebounds. It's just
like team to himself. Peyton Pritchard, right? He is like a weirdly good rebounder for such a small guy. Rebounder. Yeah, great weak side rebounder for such a small guy. So like I don't have a problem going here. I think it's a relatively good spot. Especially if Jaylen is not there. I mean, we've talked about New Orleans. They are going to be bad defensively.
Yes.
The Keontae George one is interesting because he had a horrible season last year. I mean, he shot less than 40% from the floor overall. But he has a 29% usage rate so far through 2 games. That leads the team. Bryce Sensabaugh second, Lauri Markkanen's third. He also has 1.1 fantasy points per minute. I mean, that's great, dude. He's second on team in minutes. He's second on the team in scoring. He's second in the team in fantasy, not second on the team in fantasy points per minute, but 1.1 fantasy points per minute amongst like all the guys that have played like as many minutes as him or around him is up there. He's just been good. He just needs to shoot the ball consistently.
We figured Utah would be one of the worst teams in the NBA record-wise. At home, they blow out the Clippers on opening night. They go into Sacramento and they lose to Sabonis on the buzzer beater there. But like they almost pulled that one out too. And on paper, you would assume the Kings are a way better team than Utah, and yet they're competing. And Keontae George nearly having double-doubles in both games is certainly a reason why. And if there is ever a night where 1 of 6 and 1 of 7 turns into 3 of 6 and 3 of 7, you're looking at even more fantasy points. So
yeah, it's a good point, and it's already been enough at his price. Like it's already been 7-8x at the price tag.
Yeah. Again, Jordan Poole's fine. I'll take anybody against Boston. I don't think they're a very good defensive team. So I'll just keep saying that to you guys. We've seen it time and time again. Both guards against the 76ers. I came on this show and I begged you to play Brunson and Towns. That worked out fine on Friday. You go watch what they gave up to everybody on Detroit. Like they're not playing. They are the worst rebounding team in the NBA as well.
They're horrible. They're horrible.
I think Detroit had like 100 offensive boards in this game. You can look it up. But
real number, by the way.
Real number, 100 offensive rebounds.
100 offensive rebounds.
Time and time again, they got second chance opportunities. And it was everybody too. It wasn't just like Duren grabbing offensive boards. It was like the entire team was just getting offensive rebounds given up to them. So yeah, like I'm saying, this is just going to be a bad Celtics team. They're not good defensively. And you should. Detroit had 55 rebounds in this game. I don't have the full breakdown of offensive or not, but I do. I lied. They had 19 offensive rebounds. Duren had 8 of them. Thompson had 5 of them. So 19 of their 55 were offensive.
8 offensive rebounds for one player is a lot of rebounds.
Yeah, dude. And Oswar had 5 as well. So like. Yeah, 19 of their 55 are offensive rebounds. They're going to give up so many opportunities to score points. So if you want Jordan Poole here, even though he hasn't been great, I think you can take a shot on that. DDV, if Anthony Edwards doesn't play, I mean, I know it's Denver, so obviously a super tough spot, but 52 is a good price tag.
Yeah, I wouldn't be necessarily scared by the Denver spot. For context, DiVincenzo played 37 minutes on Sunday. It's a lot of minutes. And they don't have to travel. Obviously, the front leg was played in Minnesota. Mm-hmm. So 37 minutes, 17 points, 3 assists, 2. The peripheral stats have still just been terrible for DiVincenzo all year. The minutes game 1, but you have to like that he's starting. You have to like that. If Edwards is out, obviously we go DiVincenzo. Yeah. I think this like string of players is highly intriguing, including DiVincenzo. You mentioned Dylan Harper. He was awesome. The minutes have just ticked up 23, 26, 29. He has been nails. He was the second pick in the draft.
You don't make that investment of him and then not play the guy. So
the Spurs were the Spurs had every right to trade that pick. If they wanted to, you trade for De'Aaron Fox last year. You have all the assets in the world, basically.
There were rumors of like a Jaylen Brown deal of like going to San Antonio for the number 2 pick. Nobody would fault them if they did it, and yet they were like, "Oh no, we can't. We're getting this guy. Yeah. No, we're not. We have the rookie of the year. We have Dylan Harper. We have Victor Wembanyama, the rookie of the year before that, and we eventually have De'Aaron Fox coming back. So
right, and ultimately they're probably kicking themselves for trading for Fox
Yeah.
out of all of it. But you never know. Like Harper and Castle could turn into Giannis later in the year, right? Like who knows? But Harper at 51 is very interesting. Trey Jones has been incredible for the Bulls. Large reason why they started 2-0. He's starting alongside Giddey, and obviously if Giddey doesn't play, he will just simply have the ball in his hands exclusively.
Wish I clicked
in this
him
one
instead of Tyus the other day. That would have.
Yes, that was definitely. I actually played both, so I was really happy and really sad at the same time. Trey came out better in that brother v brother matchup, but he's been awesome.
Yeah.
Scoring's been good. The steals and the assists have obviously been through the roof. So and then we get to AJ Mitchell. That's obviously the craziest one here because
Casey Wallace was back,
dude,
and AJ Mitchell
he was back. He was back, and if AJ Mitchell just comes out and is making shots again, he's like almost undeniable at this point. No,
I mean, listen, the Thunder are a problem if when they get healthy, they have AJ Mitchell and Wiggins able to continue just to do what they're doing now, and now all of a sudden they're just like real threats off the bench.
They're just not going to play.
Well, they don't have to, but I'm saying like teams are going to have to worry about when they do get in the game. It's like, oh, these are actual real players. You know, they're not.
They would start on like most other
they're
teams.
better
in the
than
NBA.
half the guys on the Celtics roster right now. So
I love how you just keep going back to the Celtics, and that's it.
Let's see. Again, AJ Mitchell's 49. Yeah, it's a crazy price on him. Lonzo 45. Clayton's 44. Fears.
I think Lonzo sits
on
a back-to-back.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they said he's not going to play back-to-backs. This is the first game he actually made shots. But I'm pretty sure he's going to sit. So we're going to get like Craig Porter as the primary backup guard. I would actually suspect he would get some decent time. Lonzo's been getting some good runs. So if Lonzo is ruled out, I wouldn't hate Craig Porter.
Okay. Nothing else really jumps off here to me. Was there something for you?
Kennard's kind of interesting. Gillespie played a bunch in the Clippers loss. He played a lot in the first two games, but didn't really play in the third game. It's kind of hard to trust. The Timberwolves are playing like Bones Highland over Terrence Shannon right now, which I don't understand why, but that is a thing that's happening. I don't think we need to go there, but I guess it remains to be seen like what happens with the Timberwolves rotation if Ant doesn't play. Mm-hmm. They played Shannon 9 minutes tonight, John. They played Bones Highland 18. They played and started Mike Conley in the second half. He played 24 minutes. So I guess Conley would be your starter. Okay. He's $3,500. I don't know if we need to play Mike Conley in the year 2025, but if $3,500, just throwing that out there.
Shooting guard we go then. Again, Donovan Mitchell we discussed. We'll see on the Anthony Edwards front with the injury tonight. Got injured early, did not come back in that game. $9,100 for him. Kevin Durant's $9K against Brooklyn. Maybe he's got some Brooklyn revenge on his mind here. $9,000 for him. A lot of these guys do kind of touched on up top. KD obviously stands out, as with the rest of them there.
Yeah, I mean, KD looks really good at 9K for reasons not named revenge.
Sure.
Love Mitchell. Like you said, it'd be and played 5 minutes with a hamstring. Tough to assume he's going to play, especially because he plays through everything. So for him to leave 5 minutes into the game is not a good thing for sure.
Yep.
And then Jalen looks great if Jalen plays.
Trey Murphy coming off the overtime game, but 46 minutes, 24, 10, and 5. Celtics suck. So you can play him if you want. Desmond Bain, 7K is good. VJ Edgecombe, again, it's going to play 40 minutes. here because that's just what he's doing. He's been awesome. Obviously, wasn't as good as he was against Boston because it's hard to be, face a bad team like that every night. But he faced Charlotte, slightly better competition the second time around, and still finished with 42 fantasy points there.
He also scored the most points in like the live ball era for a rookie, so it's pretty hard in his debuts. It's pretty hard to do that again.
Yeah. Well, again, you're facing better competition in Charlotte too, so it's a little step up respectively. We'll talk about Grimes and all those other guys at small forward. Grayson Allen, I mean, he's 6K, but he's kind of deserves it.
Yeah, for the time being, he's been
the assist numbers are 5 and 7 are good. He's knocking down threes. He's doing his job.
Yeah, Devin Booker is just not a point guard. Like Devin Booker is not.
Neither is Grayson Allen, but he is.
No, it's true. No, it's true. It's true. It's true.
But good again. Take away the 6K tag because it is a little. It's uncommon next to Grayson Allen, but Utah, you can make that work.
Sure.
They might not. Are they gonna have Dylan Brooks in this game?
He is questionable. That just happened like a little bit before we started recording.
All right, so I guess we'll see what happens there. NAW isn't playing a ton. Obviously, if guys are out, we just keep rocking that. He's up. He's $1,000 more than he's been. I don't know if that changes your tune on him at all, but the scoring's been pretty good. So,
I mean, if they're just without people, kind of have to consider it, right? Jalen, KP, and Ricochet. Like, if any of them sit, NAW is going to play 30 minutes.
Sure. If Giddey doesn't play, does that bump to Io?
Yes, him and Herter.
Herter's
been better.
Herter's been better. Io's been the minutes have been good for Io. 15 to 14 points are good. You're just not getting those peripheral stats that you're kind of used to seeing.
They're all going the Herter. Go look at Herter. I don't know what's happening, but he's getting the peripheral stats. Yeah, 5 rebounds and the 5 rebounds the game before. Mm-hmm. So I would probably just play Herter because he's
cheaper.
A little cheaper, like $200. But yeah, I mean, you could play either of them. Would make a ton of sense.
You mentioned Sensabaugh with the usage rate. Obviously, the minutes haven't been anything special, but we've seen him. He can score the basketball. We know that.
This is Bryce Sensabaugh in a nutshell, right? 22 to 23 minutes, a lot of points.
As soon as you buy in, though, he falls off a cliff. So
yeah, because Will Hardy hates fun.
Yeah.
And gets contract extensions for no reason.
Wow. Anything else down here?
Well.
You don't give them a bad team and then fire the coach for it,
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point. Probably not. I mean, you could make a case for Jalen Clark if there's no Edwards, but
Small forward then. KD is here. Jaylen Brown, we'll see. Again, Jaylen Brown was Listen, if Jaylen Brown's active for this game, without a doubt.
Yep.
Without a doubt. You play him. I mean, Pelicans defense. He'll get hurt, but again, what does that even mean? What does that mean? We've seen good defenders get cooked all season. So, Scotty, as you said, has been unbelievable. Just a new checkup on Scotty here. 33, 11, and 6 in a game that Toronto's now down 14. So, cooking. And what was the thing we kind of talked about with them? Like, there's a lot of really good players on that starting 5. So, there's going to be nights where one outshines the other. RJ Barrett had like 3 straight 20-point games or whatever, or 20-point games in both starts so far. He's kind of fallen off a little bit here. Brandon Ingram's been okay. But it's
quickly can't make a shot.
It's Scotty Barnes night, and that's going to happen. Yep. Franz Wagner's been really good. He's $7,800. Got Laurie. A lot of these other guys we touched on. Quentin Grimes actually has the 3rd highest usage rate with no Embiid. It's 24%. So
he's just been a really high usage player in the 2 games he's played.
Yeah.
Or at least in the Charlotte game he was. And he was obviously what he was last year, but my guess would be they still bring him off the bench even though Barlow's out, and they would start Jabari Walker.
Okay.
And one of Drummond, because Drummond was really good the other night. One of Drummond or Adem Bona. We'll get to that in a few. It's probably Drummond, but Yeah, Grimes still like they'll start Jabari Walker and then just play Quentin Grimes like all the extra minutes. Dude, Nick Nurse played like 8 guys the other night. Like it's just what he does. Like, so yeah, I mean they're shorthanded and they'll play Quentin Grimes a bunch.
Dude, I know that it's a tough matchup against Cleveland, but again, we talked about look what Asar Thompson's been doing here.
He just needs to not foul. That is it. That is all that we ask, and he is the guy. Are we sure that Asar and Amen aren't playing some trick on us?
I don't think so, but I mean, dude. And again, a lot of this was the Celtics having no front. I watched, they were lobbing to each other. Like they were getting all these offensive rebound putbacks. Like they had a lot of easy buckets today. But
yeah, but it's not just against them. It was against Houston. It was against the Bulls.
11-9-7, 19-2-4 in 24 minutes. You know,
he's done it against everybody. Yep. So it's just a continuous cycle of him.
And we said like night one or after night one, I'm like, if this is what he's going to be doing, this price is too cheap for him.
It's gone down, by the way. $600. It's now $600 from where it was on opening night.
So again, back to back against Cleveland, in theory, tough matchup, but just keep watching it, man. He's he's been good. PJ Washington 59. Herb is there again. Anybody's capable of having a ceiling game against Boston. McDaniels, we saw McDaniels kind of heat up without Anthony Edwards at times.
Yeah, I think he's fine. It's the same, another like thing. He just needs to stay out of foul trouble. And he had, let's see, I think he did he took 13 shots on Sunday. Yeah. Did he play well? No, he's 3 of 13, but he played 35 minutes and took 13 shots. Yeah. So there's obviously just simply more opportunity when there's no Anthony Edwards. Sure. So I don't hate it.
Any other values here?
Jabari is fine. He's playing big minutes for Houston. He's going to continue to play big minutes for Houston. Keldon was super good on Sunday in classic Keldon Johnson form. He's too good for the role that he's in, but they'll never trade him because he's too good for them. Wiggins rolls just what it is. Sensabaugh's definitely solid. Herder would be great. Sadiq played. He didn't play particularly well, but he did play a lot, and he started. They went the small ball lineup without Misi. He played 28 minutes. Obviously, they extended Derek Queen a lot, but that didn't hurt Sadiq Bey at all. Yeah. He played 20. Now, that would be the one question I'd have if Misi plays, which he practiced Sunday, so expecting he does. Does having Misi and Queen hurt Sadiq? Right, that could be something where we have to monitor, because it's not like Misi's like this wily veteran that's going to lose time. He was literally a first-round pick last year. So I'm okay with Sadiq. I'd be more comfortable with it if we knew the status of Yves Misi. Okay. Ron Holland's minutes have fallen off the cliff after playing a lot on the first game. I think Najee Marshall is a little bit interesting, just given the Dallas team. They have not played Klay Thompson a lot, at all. I don't think that's a coincidence either, especially on the front leg of a back-to-back. Najee Marshall's minutes have now been 23, 25, 25. And he had a good game against Washington. And now Najee Marshall on Sunday has 12, 6, 3, and 2 steals. He's 4,200, man. He's a good basketball player coming off the bench for Dallas. So I don't hate Najee Marshall at $4,200 as a last piece in, or I need value at this range. Mm-hmm. 4,200 Najee Marshall, it could be worse.
Sure. No, I won't fight you on that. Again, we'll see what Minnesota does. You mentioned Bones Highland has been playing more, but if Shannon does for whatever reason get a bump there.
Do you see your boy Patrick Williams looking like a prime Kawhi the other day? Some of these moves he was putting on, dude, no joke. There's times, and this is why he was drafted. People thought he was going to be the next Kawhi. He has huge hands. He does those one-handed in-air shots that Kawhi does.
Sure.
Just saying. Yeah. Just saying. Patrick Williams it's interesting.
Power forward. AD currently sitting with a 25 and like 10 double-double in this game against Toronto here. To be more specific, he has 25, 10, 3, 3, and 2. So 50 plus fantasy point night for Anthony Davis.
Yep.
Bet the Zion double-double, man. This guy is going to demolish Boston here. They have zero hope.
Yeah, he's been really good.
They have
there's just more free throws. There's more free throws this year. He has, for not just him, but everybody. Like everybody is taking more free throws. Zion obviously included. He's going to get to the line a bunch.
They were willingly playing Luka Garza today. Because that's their big off the bench. Like they have nothing in the front court. Zion is going to eat this team. Anyways, Şengün, $9,500, also an elite player.
Yes,
good to quite good at the game of basketball. Can play him against Brooklyn if you feel so inclined to. Hopefully, Jalen Johnson plays because this would be a fun a fun spot to play that at $8,400.
Would enjoy it quite a lot.
Again, Banchero, feel the same way about him. $8,300 is too cheap. We are going to be like fighting ourselves, I think, in nights where like they have Bane and they have Wagner. Like there's three guys.
They have such good players.
Yeah, they have three guys now. But 7 of 21. This should have been a bigger night. Didn't shoot the ball well.
He hasn't shot the ball well any singular.
But I love the rebounds.
Yes.
Right? Like a couple years ago, we were getting assists out of him. I don't think we're going to get that anymore, but like keep giving me the rebounds. So I can live with that. Chet was great. He's going to have obviously Anthony Davis if he plays. Chet.
Yeah, he's questionable, which is interesting because he was questionable the other day and played through it.
But that's going to be obviously a difficult assignment on both ends of the floor dealing with Anthony Davis in this one. So again, Wagner's been great. Randall was really good tonight.
Dude, we've said this about Julius Randle a lot. The algorithm loves Julius Randle, like the ownership algorithm. If when we wake up tomorrow, John, not if, when we wake up tomorrow, don't be surprised if like there's a value play that's the highest rostered and then like Julius Randle's second.
Sure.
Because like I expect, and played, like you said, he played 5 minutes after a hamstring strain and he plays everything. I don't remember if Edwards might have played 82 last year or like 81. Randle had, like you said, 31 tonight.
Yeah.
Julius Randle has been incredible to start this year. And this is kind of a play on last year, right? He was incredible for them last year. He was incredible in the postseason. And then he's done that again. Julius Randle, no Anthony Edwards, is like a 9K player, no? And so I don't care if it's like Denver versus Minnesota on the back. Like I would just simply plug Randle and move around the rest of the puzzle pieces.
If Porzingis is active, I think he's interesting. Obviously, the price tag.
So, John, does he have like? I don't know much about Potts. Does he have Potts, or did he have Potts? Because the illness is obviously.
I don't know what the current illness is. The report was that he had Potts last year. This says this is what he says he's dealing with flu-like symptoms, but I don't know if Potts is a thing that I don't have the medical degree. They just said what it was. I looked up what it was, and I was like, oh damn, that's unfortunate. I don't know. This says he's got a flu. So we'll have to watch and see. Obviously, even if he comes back, like, is he losing weight? Is he weak? Like, what's his conditioning going to be like? So I guess that's a bit concerning. It is a good price number though for Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, it's a great price number. I just a little scary. A little
let down for everybody. Aaron Gordon didn't go 10 for 11 from 3 on the second game of the season.
What?
And 1 for 6.
No way.
All of those over 1.5 3-pointer bettors were devastated.
I don't believe it.
Well,
he's focused on getting a dunk on SportsCenter. Did you see that interview that he did?
I did see that, yes. Laurie's in a good spot at 7K.
He's been really good to start the year. he was really bad last year. He has not been really bad to start the year. And I don't know if that's because he's motivated to get traded. I don't know what the case is, but he's playing like the guy that got $250 million or whatever.
They paid him a pretty penny. So minus 53.
Yeah, he just fouled out. He played no basketball.
12 minutes, 6 fouls. What exactly are you doing?
He did not get to play basketball in this game.
What exactly are you doing to pick up 6 fouls in 12 minutes? Are you headbutting them? Are you just you're playing defense like this? Like what are you doing? How are you at the NBA level? How are you committing 6 fouls in 12 minutes?
He had a game that he probably won't have again. He probably will not.
If he does, he may not play much longer.
Well,
if he goes out there and fouls out in 12 minutes again, I doubt that they keep him.
He's getting Bobby Poed.
Yeah,
he's getting Nikola Mirotic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously not what you want. But John, but plus side.
Game 1 was exactly what you wanted.
And now he's $700 cheaper than what he was. I will be going right back to the
so he was algorithm glitching for us is what he was doing.
Yes, for us.
Yeah, exactly.
For us, yes.
Yeah, wild.
One of us.
12 minutes, 6 fouls.
Yeah, I mean, look. Did I ever say he was perfect? No, but he is gonna be just fine. He's gonna be just fine.
If Ricochet could get healthy too, he's got the ankle injury. I would have if there ends up being Ricochet in, no Jalen Johnson, no Porzingis, sign me up for some Ricochet.
Yeah, the minutes will more likely be secure in that iteration.
They started Mohamed Gay, and he was good.
Dude, he's been very good. You need the perfect storm, right? You need the Mohamed Gay perfect storm.
Everybody out.
You need them all out. Because then I think if it's not, it's a little. It's a little dicey, but if everyone's out, for sure.
Yeah, everybody's out. Anything else here?
Let's see. Tristan da Silva has been amazing in his 3 games. I don't think we need to go there, but RAP Jonathan Isaac, he is a absolute 0 for this team because da Silva is just better.
Could be debatable, but
could be debatable. Okay. Jabari Walker my guess would be Jabari Walker starts.
Okay.
They've just done it, right? Like Nurse is doing whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
With his weird rotation, and he's playing. Dominic Barlow's already ruled out, so Embiid's already ruled out.
We've seen Portland Jabari Walker start and give you big double numbers before. So
Portland Jabari Walker we have played one too many times for sure.
Sometimes good, most times bad. This also isn't the greatest spot for him.
But if he starts, he's $3,500, and he's not just starting for any team. He's starting for a Nick Nurse led team.
Yeah.
That's the kicker. The Nick Nurse factor is just.
Sure. Anything else?
I don't see PJ Washington at 3K, so I don't think so.
Center.
Oh, I do see some good players here, though. I've noticed a few good centers, John. I don't know if you have, but I have noticed that there are some good to very good. 2 of arguably the best.
He's
not trying. He's not even trying. He's not trying. The game 1, he took 13 threes. Yeah. Do you know how absurd that is? And if just he made 1 or 2 more, they would have won that game because Curry made that insane 3 to tie it.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Oh, true. But we're going to get a 30-point triple-double, and it could very well be against Rudy Gobert because he hates Rudy Gobert.
I was going to say, I was waiting to kind of bring up that story. One of our
The Jamal Murray clip.
one of our favorite stories of all time was Gobert. Basically they were trying to double up on Jokic. He's like, "Nah, I got him," and Jokic, while he has the ball in the post, like, "Brother, I've got 40." Like, what are you talking about?
Brother, I have 40.
Yeah, like, take the help. Take the help defense.
brother, you have another 7-footer offering help. Take the help.
Take the help, brother. I got 40. I've been hammering the 21.5 rebounds and assist prop that they've just given Joker for the first 2 games of the season. Hasn't really been that too much of a sweat. And if they give it to me again, I will gladly take it. So be on the lookout for those props for the.
Well, dude, especially with like everyone healthy on that team.
Well, that's what it is.
Like Gordon and Murray coming in healthy is an absolute game changer.
That's what's making Murray so good, is because like Jokic is facilitating the offense. Yes. So, I'm with you. Again, 11-5, Nikola Jokic, great player. However, Victor Wembanyama nearly triple-doubled with blocks the other day. He has outscored Joker in both games. All 3 that he has played, he scored more points in all of those games than Joker has scored in any of his games.
So I've heard.
The lone question, I guess, would be like the back-to-back, but I mean, this is a 20-year-old. I assume the legs are fine. He's home.
22, 7-7. Yeah. Don't disrespect him like that.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I have nothing. There was the tweet where he has more blocks himself than half the league, and like half the teams in the NBA, not like individuals, but half the teams in the NBA. He has more blocks than. Yeah, dude. Like, he's 11K. He and Jokic should be 13. Like soon. If you play Joker over Wemby, I'd be like, yeah, dude, that's fine. Joker can go for a 30-point triple-double. Like, easy.
Yeah, and if you play Wemby over Joker, you'd be like, yeah, dude, Wemby can go 30, 10, and 7.
Yeah, easy. So, like, I don't think there's a difference. I would probably just ride the Wemby train right now, the way he's going, for $500 cheaper.
Spot's better.
Yeah, but if you want to play Joker, we'll just go this way, right? Like, tomorrow ownership, we'll just play the lower owned.
That's a great way to look at it.
Like, you're
in tournaments
within the range of outcome. They scored the same, but if you just play the lower, if one's significantly lower rostered, then maybe you just take the ownership advantage there. Again, no knock to like Anthony Davis, who's just going like nightly 50+ fantasy points as well. It just, not on the same tier as the other 2 right now. He could, but tough spot against OKC. Probably won't bank on it. Şengün could versus Brooklyn. Absolutely could do all of those same things that Joker's done. We saw it on night 1, but $9,500, fine. Again, waiting for the Mobley explosion game. Could happen here against Detroit. Detroit, not a great defensive front court. $8,600 for him. Vuk, if he's up against Muhammad Gay and Okongwu, good spot for him at 81.
Sure is.
Those that's a good tier. It's just like you're spending up for this guy or this guy. So these guys don't really factor into the equation all that much.
Yeah, it's tough. I'm sure. First off, I know we're gonna wake up. Going to wake up, and not trying to make this dark. Unless you're talking about the Celtics, then it's like getting as dark as humanly possible. Because
I need to wake up so I can keep betting against them. Yeah. My team. I'm betting against my team. This is, we had someone in our Discord the other day. Was it S Penny? Shout out to you. You're a great friend. He was like, "Oh, I don't want to play this team against like."
Yeah. He's
and our guy Tony's like, "You can't have biases in DFS, man. You got to make your money, And it's like, yeah, man. I've bet against the Celtics every game this season, making a whole lot of money doing so. So
you have definitely made a nice coin. Doing so. Look, I'm not disputing it. At this point, they obviously have a lot to prove, but like, yeah, it'd be hard. But what my point was, we're gonna have some random 3K player getting a bunch of ownership because it's hard not to want to play a Wemby AD or a Jokic AD or see if you can make the Jokic Wemby work, right? Like it's because at the end of the day, if you get 70 from both Jokic and Wemby, and you could just like
You're
lock in
playing like a
140.
$3,500 Mike Conley, a $3,500 Jabari Walker, and then
we're gonna see that in the morning. We're gonna see something early run, and we're gonna see what sticks throughout the day, right? Because that will tell you how the field is feeling about the double spend. Because if we don't have any other news, get ready to learn Jabari Walker at 3,500, buddy. Sure. But yeah, I think not getting to one of Jokic and Wemby is going to be a very contrarian route tomorrow. You're going to see but we also saw Wemby at 8% the other day. And we're like, what in the world? You were like sweating for a long time with like a unowned Wemby, and we were like,
but then the tournament started and he was 41%. So.
Yeah, that's fair. That's because he never should have been 8% in the first place.
Right. It was fine because I had a 0.6% Karl Anthony Towns in that lineup because again nobody played the Knicks. But yeah, so that was kind of disappointing. I thought I had a low roster when we didn't, but it was okay. Plus the ownerships for large field. You and I play single and limit entries, so that skews it a little bit. Okongwu again, if everybody's out for Atlanta, Chicago, like I like that spot for him. He's a really good player, playing a lot of minutes right now, which is all we've ever asked for.
All we've ever asked for. He's such a good player when he plays.
All we've ever asked for with him. Walker Kessler been pretty good. I get the last game against the Clippers, great. 30 minutes, good enough for that. You're gonna play 30 minutes. I'm gonna keep riding. What's Phoenix got? What's Phoenix got in their front court? Like, give me some play.
Mark's back.
I'll play Walker Kessler. That's fine.
Mark's barely played anyway.
I was gonna say
they don't want to play him. They're not playing Nick Richards. They're giving
starting Iguodaro.
They're starting Iguodaro, and Malawach is not, because Malawach was should have never been involved in the first place. So
I'm Cade is gonna play the most minutes of the Celtics centers. He's been fine.
He's been solid.
Fine.
Nothing. I don't love the price, but he's been fine.
Beef stew off the bench has been good for Detroit.
He has.
We talked Gay already. If Messi doesn't play, Queen again. I'm telling you, man. I'd play Messi if he starts in this game. Like the Celtics front court is horrendous. Derek Queen was really good. They ramped him up very quickly. He didn't play at all during the preseason. Played 14 minutes. 35 minutes. So
yeah, it was a wrist. So he was definitely running during
and he fouled out of that game. 6 fouls.
And he fouled out of that game. Yeah.
Steven Adams.
Dog.
25 minutes.
30. Only 32 years old, by the way.
Yep.
I'm older than Steven Adams. Never would have guessed that in a million years.
They didn't keep their big lineup down the stretch of that game. They went to a more traditional build, which could happen. It's very, very likely to happen at times,
Yeah, especially when Finney Smith is back.
Yeah.
Like now, they've given a Kogi a lot of minutes off the bench. Reed Shepherd's minutes got cut. I think that second game, Tari Eason wasn't an absolute train wreck, so they went to more Tari Eason, which we could see. He's $4,700. Didn't really talk Tari Eason, but I think Adams looks pretty good. I am happy, John, that Philly is the 7 p.m. game because we will know who is starting at center. We will know if it's Drummond or if it's Drummond won them that game against Charlotte the other day. He barely played against the Celtics. And then because they burned all of Embiid's minutes in the first half, they turned to Andre Drummond after Barlow got hurt, and he dominated the second half. 13 rebounds, all in the second half, basically. So, yeah, that's going to be your chalk in the morning, now that I think about it. I don't know why I even question it. So that means you aren't going to be able to play Wemby and Jokic.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Are you sure that's going to be the chalk? You think they're going to play one or the other plus a value? Double center still to play, but it's going to be one of those two and a value center? Is that where you're going?
That would be my guess. AD will get a lot of ownership if you're talking about those top three because he can play at power forward. But like I would love to know what the ownership's going to check in on the others because I 4,300 for Drummond or a $3,800 Bona, where there's just so many guaranteed minutes to be had for Philly centers.
Okay. Anything else here?
I don't think so. They DMP'd Tillman now that
Garza is back,
which is hilarious. What did Garza end up doing? Because he actually wasn't terrible per minute. He played 13 minutes.
Yeah, they all weren't great. He had 2, 2, and 1, and 4 fouls in 13 minutes.
After Keita, did anybody even play? Like, what were the minutes?
Boucher played 9. Garza played 13.
And they DMP Tillman. I don't. Okay, so it's just Nemeth's job to lose, I guess, at this point.
They don't have anybody. They played Josh Minot for a little bit, and he had like a little bit of a run on his own. But like,
okay, that's nothing else down here. Mamu played a bunch on Sunday slate, but he actually played more than Jakob Poeltl for what that's worth.
So do we like placeholder then?
Drummond. You play Drummond just to make sure we have enough dollars. He's 43.
Yeah. And then we
pivot to Bona. You pivot to Bona if Bona starts. But
what about Jabari?
Oh, yeah.
Jabari plays?
Yeah, I think he starts. Unless they go. Yeah, I think I think they have to start a bigger body than like Grimes because then you're just asking Oubre to guard Scotty Barnes and like it just doesn't.
Could still make the double spend work. You just go Wemby SGA.
You could, or you do the Wemby AD. It's probably like one of the two are probably like your popular approach, right? Like
I think I'd probably rather SGA than Anthony Davis if I had to pick one.
Probably. I would say AD is your more likely double candidate.
Sure.
Right?
But you're like pure scoring volume.
Yes, for sure. Scoring volume, you're SGA. I mean, he literally won the scoring title last year, so by default, that is correct.
All right, so that's 5,100 to play. Let's see, where did we want to go?
I mean, I want to play Julius. I would love to play Julius Randle. But
we'd have to not double.
Yeah,
we wouldn't be able to double spend basically, which is fine. Like if we don't play SGA, we do more fair and balance. We play Randall at the forward spot,
right? I mean, doesn't Julius Randle without SGA or without Edwards have an incredibly high ceiling as well?
Sure.
Like DiVincenzo, Trey Jones range. I think you could play Keontae at shooting guard too. Right? Isn't Keontae? Yeah, Keontae shooting guard.
Small forward for guard, 6,100.
Leave that. Yeah, leave that.
Okay. Full lineup will be in the Discord, $6,100 for a small forward and a guard for you guys. Preview show in the books. We'll be live again at 5 p.m. Eastern time to break this down for you with all the latest news and lineup updates for you guys to take advantage of here. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button so you never miss a live show. We appreciate all your support. Leave a comment in the comments section. What do you guys think of the first week of the NBA season? Let us know if there's anything we can do differently for you. We're here to support and make you guys winners. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. Grande, thoughts?
Yeah, my thoughts are we appreciate each and every one of you that tunes in every day, whether you leave a comment, whether you hit the like button, whether you share this to your friends, your family, your dog, your cat, your goldfish. We appreciate you guys. Truthfully, like we are constantly talking on how to improve our product and constantly improve this YouTube channel. And, we're very excited that we're close to 10,000 subscribers now as a channel. And, not to dive too far into it, but John and I we're told not to do this, right? Like we're and
initially, we pushed for it, and we were finally given the green light.
So it's very rewarding, and it's all because of you guys out there. Like we obviously play and do this for ourselves as well, but the platform that you guys provide for us is awesome. So we appreciate it. And hit the like button if you care to be so kind. Hit subscribe to the channel. We have memberships now available with some cool perks. So there's a lot going on here at Fantasy Alarm, and there's a rocket ship attached to our backs, even though, that probably would mean we're not going to be here tomorrow. We are.
We'll be here. We'll be here at 5:00, breaking this all down for you guys. Keith Ice will have your playbook. Grande will have your showdown playbook. We'll have all of the pick'em articles out for you guys as well to help you make some money for this Monday slate. We'll see you then.